Warning, this is not for beginners. If you're still learning what a stop loss is, close this video. If you think psychology is woo-woo, close this video. If you're looking for the next indicator, close this video. This is for traders who already know how to trade but can't figure out why they keep sabotaging. Still here? Good. You're exactly who needs to hear this. Let's add one more layer to the warning. We are about to drag trauma, self-sabotage, and your deepest psychological patterns into the light. Understand this. This is for education and transformation. This is not a substitute for therapy. So have a moment of brutal self-honesty. If you are not on solid mental ground, stable enough to face these demons, your job isn't to watch this video. It's to get professional help. This is the deep end. Don't come in if you can't swim. Alright, if you're still with me, then buckle your seatbelt. The ride starts now. Section 1. The $2 million lie. I'm about to tell you why 95% of trading educators are full of shut, including me, until I lost $2 million and discovered the truth. Let me paint you the picture of that night. February 17th, 2019, 2:47 a.m. I'm sitting in my home office, the only light coming from 6 monitors showing my destruction in real time. My wife sleeping upstairs, trusting her husband to manage their future. My kids dreaming in their beds, unaware daddy just vaporized their college funds. The number on the screen didn't even look real anymore. Negative $2,131. Not a typo, not a demo account. $2,137,431. Gone. My hands weren't shaking anymore. They'd gone numb 3 hours ago. My chest felt hollow, like someone had scooped out my organs and replaced them with ice. See, everyone teaches you discipline. Control emotions. Follow the plan. I did all that. I had the morning routine, the meditation app, the trading journal that would make a Navy SEAL proud. Still blew up. Twice. Know why? Because discipline is the problem, not the solution. Let me prove it. Think about the most disciplined person you know. Military? Athlete? Now put them in front of a trading screen with their life savings. Watch them crumble in 5 minutes. I've seen Green Berets become whimpering children when their stop loss gets hit. I've watched Olympic athletes revenge trade like degenerate gamblers. Why? Because trading doesn't test discipline. It reveals identity, and 95% of you are trading with someone else's identity. Here's what the books don't tell you. The first law of trading psychology: your account balance is a perfect mirror of your internal balance. Not your strategy, not the market, your internal state. Think about your own trading personality. Monday morning, you're Warren Buffett, calm, calculated, ready to compound wealth. Tuesday afternoon, you're a gambling addict at a Vegas slot machine. Friday close, you're a revenge-seeking psychopath who just wants to hurt something. No wonder you're inconsistent. You're literally 5 different traders sharing one account. But I journal, I meditate, I have rules. Cool story. So did I. I had a 47-page trading plan. Every contingency covered, every scenario mapped out. Still lost everything when my wife was diagnosed with cancer and I needed to make money. That's when the real me showed up. Not the disciplined trader from my journal. The terrified husband who would risk anything to pay for treatment. The desperate father who turned his trading account into a lottery ticket. That's when I learned. Your real identity only shows up under extreme pressure. And here's the kicker. The market knows this. It's designed to find your breaking point, to push every psychological button you have until the real you emerges. So here's the $2 million question. Who are you when your mortgage is on the line? When your spouse is asking if you're okay? When you haven't slept in 3 days? Because that person, not your calm Sunday planning self, that's who's actually trading your account. Ready to meet them? Take a breath. Think about your worst trading day. Not the biggest loss, the day you acted least like yourself. What triggered it? Fear? Greed? Desperation? That trigger is your master. Until you master it. Let's continue. Section 2. The suicide trade. This gets dark, but you need to hear it. December 3rd, 2020. The date is burned into my memory like a scar. I'm down 80%. One trade left before margin call. But let me take you deeper into that room. The coffee mug on my desk had been cold for hours. A ring of dried coffee marking where I'd set it down that morning, back when I still had hope. My phone face down, hiding the 47 missed calls from my broker. Outside, life went on. I could hear my neighbor mowing his lawn, normal people doing normal things while I prepared to commit financial suicide. I take the trade, full leverage, no stop loss. My finger hovers over the mouse for what feels like hours but was probably seconds. Click. That's not trading, that's financial suicide. But here's the sick part. I felt relief. Finally, I didn't have to pretend anymore. Finally, the torture would end. Win or lose, at least it would be over. You know what nobody tells you about rock bottom? It's comfortable. There's a sick peace in giving up. No more fighting, no more hoping, no more lying to yourself that tomorrow will be different. Most traders aren't trying to win. They're trying to prove they deserve to lose. The second law of trading psychology. Every blown stop loss is a suicide note from your past self. Think about it. Every revenge trade, that's self-sabotage. Every FOMO entry, that's self-destruction. Every time you adjust your stop loss, that's self-harm. You're not bad at trading. You're excellent at unconscious self-harm. And please hear this. It's not your fault. You're not weak. You're wounded. And wounds can heal. But first, you need to understand where they came from. I call it poverty consciousness programming. It starts young, earlier than you think. Maybe you heard your parents argue about bills. Maybe you watched your father's face when he opened the credit card statement. Maybe you felt your mother's anxiety at the grocery store checkout. Your young brain filed it all away. Money is hard to make. Money causes pain. Success is temporary. Struggle is noble. Suffering equals virtue. Fast forward 20 years. You're sitting at your trading desk. A trade goes green too fast. Your subconscious whispers, "This is too easy. Something's wrong." Profits come quick. You give them back. Success feels smooth. You complicate it. The third law of trading psychology. The market pays you exactly what you believe you deserve. To the penny. Not what you want, what you believe you deserve. And most of us, we've been programmed to believe we deserve struggle. That suicide trade, it saved my life. Because losing everything forced me to ask the question that changed everything. Why am I so committed to destroying myself? The answer was hiding in plain sight. Section 3. Your hidden trading personality. Plot twist. You have 3 traders inside you, not metaphorically, neurologically. Let me introduce you to your internal trading team. Trader number 1, the reptile. Brainstem, 500 million years old. Survival mode, fight, flight, freeze. Reacts in microseconds. Doesn't understand money, only danger. Trader number 2, the mammal. Limbic system, 150 million years old. Emotions and memory. Seeks pleasure, avoids pain, bonds, and social status. Treats trading like tribal warfare. Trader number 3, the human. Neocortex, 200,000 years old. Logic and planning, strategy and analysis. The one who reads trading books, the rookie on your internal team. Guess which one trades when you're stressed? Hint, it's the same one that ran from saber-toothed tigers. When you see red candles, here's what happens neurologically. Your amygdala fires. It can't tell the difference between a 50-pip drop and a tiger jumping at your throat. Within 0.02 seconds, faster than conscious thought, it floods your system with stress hormones. Cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine. Your heart rate spikes, pupils dilate, breathing shortens. Your prefrontal cortex, where your trading plan lives, goes offline. Blood literally drains from your thinking brain to your reactive brain. You're now trading with the IQ of a frightened lizard. Now try being disciplined while your body thinks it's about to die. See the problem? Most strategies work on your human brain. Some address your mammal brain, but nobody teaches you to tame the reptile, until now. Here's my morning reptile training protocol. 4:47 a.m. The cold truth. I stand before the shower, knowing what's coming. The cold isn't just water, it's daily death and resurrection. Turn the handle. Ice water hits. Every cell screams, "Stop." But I don't move. I stand there, breathing like a maniac, smiling like a lunatic. 15 seconds in, panic brain activated. 30 seconds, negotiation begins. 45 seconds, acceptance. 60 seconds, power. By the time I reach my desk, I've already conquered fear. The market can't scare someone who chose hypothermia for breakfast. The science is bulletproof. Cold exposure activates your sympathetic nervous system in a controlled way. You're teaching your reptile brain, I choose this stress, I control this fear. Do this 30 days, your threat response to red candles drops 70%. Your cortisol spikes become manageable. Your ability to stay calm under pressure transforms. Not mindset, neuroscience, not motivation, biology. Journal prompt. Tomorrow morning, time how long you can hold your hand in ice water. That's your current fear tolerance. Track it for 30 days. Watch what happens to your trading. Section 4. The winners who went broke. Here's something nobody admits. More traders go broke after becoming profitable than I've coached hundreds. The pattern is terrifying. Year 1, 2, struggle, learn, grow, humble. Year 3, finally profitable, confidence builds. Year 4, complete and utter destruction. Let me tell you about Marcus, former military. Disciplined as they come, spent 2 years perfecting his system, finally cracked it, made $120,000 in 8 months. I'll never forget the call. I did it. I fucking did it. I'm finally a trader. 6 months later, different call. I lost it all. More than all, I owe my broker $30,000. Same system, same markets, different person. Success had murdered his humility and installed arrogance. Why? Because success is more psychologically dangerous than failure. When you're losing, you're careful. You're a student. Every trade is a lesson. Every loss is tuition. Your ego is in check because the market checks it daily. But when you're winning, the demon emerges. Increase size, I figured it out. Skip analysis, I can feel the market. Ignore stops, I know where it's going. Break rules, rules are for beginners. The fourth law of trading psychology, your biggest winning streak is your countdown to destruction. The market is patient. It lets you win just long enough to believe you're special, just long enough to forget you're mortal. Then it reminds you. 2019, made $500K trading. 2020, lost $1.2 million. Same strategy, different human. Success turned me from student to guru, from systematic to psychic, from humble to hubris. The market humbled me with mathematical precision. Now, after every winning month, I do something insane. I practice losing. I open a SIM account and trade until I lose 10 times in a row. Not to learn strategy, to remember humility, to feel the sting, to taste the disappointment, to remind my ego, you're not special, you're not chosen, you're not a genius, you're just someone who follows a system. My wife thinks I'm crazy. My account stays stable. Coincidence? You decide. Exercise the humility protocol. After your next winning week, write down 10 ways the market could destroy you next week. Not to manifest failure, to maintain respect. Section 5, the addiction nobody discusses. We need to talk about something the trading industry hides. Trading is more addictive than cocaine, not metaphorically, neurologically. Dr. Andrew Huberman's research shows variable reward schedules create maximum dopamine release. Slot machines use this, social media uses this. And trading? Trading is the ultimate variable reward machine. Every trade releases dopamine. Win or lose. Win? Massive hit. Loss? Still a hit. The pain creates its own high. Break even? Hit. Relief is its own drug. Add leverage? That's concentrated doses. 24/7 markets? That's unlimited access to your drug. No wonder you can't follow rules. You're literally high while trading. Let me take you into the mind of a trading addict. 3 a.m. I wake up. Not naturally. My body knows Asian session opened 17 minutes ago. I grab my phone. Just checking. Euro USD moved 30 pips. My heart races. I'm not even in a position. But the possibility is enough. The rush of what if floods my system. 4:45 a.m. Still in bed. Still watching. Wife stirs. I hide the phone. You okay? She mumbles. Yeah, just bathroom. I take the phone with me. 6 a.m. Haven't slept again. Don't care. The charts are more real than reality. My family feels like interruptions to my real life. My real life is the market. This is not passion. This is addiction. Here's my withdrawal diary. Day 1, without checking futures. Hands literally shaking. Day 2, anxiety attacks every hour. Day 3, dreams about candlesticks. Day 5, anger at everything. Day 7, wife says you look different. Day 10, first moment of mental clarity. Day 14, first time felt peace in years. That's when I knew I wasn't a trader. I was an addict in a suit, a junkie with a Bloomberg terminal, a degenerate who rationalized his gambling as investing. Like any addiction, cold turkey fails. You need replacement. The dopamine detox protocol. Week 1, no phones in bedroom, alarm clock across room, phone charges in kitchen. First urge to check, 20 push-ups. Week 2, trading hours only, charts open 9:30 to 4 only. After hours, gym, family, life. Weekend markets? They don't exist. Week 3, scheduled doses. Check positions 3x per day max. Set alerts for emergencies only. Treat charts like medicine. Prescribe doses. Week 4, new reward system. Replace trading high with exercise high. Morning workout is earned right to trade. No workout, no trading, period. The test. Can you go 48 hours without checking any price? If not, you're not trading. You're using, and the market is your dealer. Stop. Before we go deeper, be honest. Which story hit closest to home? The identity crisis, the self-sabotage, the reptilian hijack, the success corruption, the addiction pattern. That's your entry point. That's where your work begins. Still think discipline is your problem, or are you starting to see the real enemy? Section 6. The Money Trauma Complex. Let's go where it hurts. What's your earliest money memory? Close your eyes. Go back. Further. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? Mine, age 7, suburban kitchen after dinner. Dad throws bills across the table. This is all we have. His face red. Mom crying. Me in the doorway, invisible, absorbing it all. The kitchen light buzzing. The smell of burnt coffee. The sound of my childhood ending. Fast forward 30 years. Every time I see profits, I hear that scream. Every green day, I feel that kitchen tension. Every withdrawal, I become that scared 7-year-old. Wonder why I give it all back. I'm not trading, I'm time traveling. Your trading isn't random. It's a perfect replay of childhood patterns. The common scripts. Parents fought about money, you create volatility. Family lost everything, you ensure history repeats. Dad was a workaholic. You trade 18 hours a day. Mom said money is evil. You punish every profit. Grandpa lost in the Depression. You expect catastrophe. You're not trading markets. You're trading trauma. But here's where it gets really dark. Modern science, through epigenetics, shows trauma literally changes your DNA expression. Your grandmother's poverty during the war, your grandfather's bankruptcy in the 70s, your parents' divorce over money. These aren't just stories. They're cellular programs. Dr. Rachel Yehuda's research on Holocaust survivors shows trauma markers pass through 3 generations. The fear, the scarcity, the survival mode. It's not in your head, it's in your cells. The 5th law of trading psychology. Your trading account is your family's financial trauma on replay. Until you break the pattern, you're not trading. You're channeling ghosts. Here's the protocol that changed everything. The ancestral healing trade. I sat with my biggest winning statement. Next to it, a family photo from 1952. My grandfather, fresh from the war. My grandmother, survived the Depression. Their faces etched with scarcity. I stared at both until I could separate who I am, who they were, what I choose. Then I spoke to the photo. I see your pain. I honor your struggle. Thank you for surviving so I could thrive. But your war is over. Your depression ended. I don't need to carry your scarcity anymore. I release you. I release this. I choose abundance. Your story ends with me. Sounds insane? My P&L curve went vertical after this. Not gradually. Immediately. Like I'd been trading with a parking brake on for 20 years. And finally, released it. Tonight's assignment. Write 3 lists. 1. Your earliest money memory, in detail. 2. Your family's money stories, what you heard. 3. Your current trading fears, be specific. Connect the dots. The pattern will shock you. The awareness will free you. Section 7. The Loneliness Epidemic. Trading is the loneliest profession on earth. More isolating than writing. More solitary than lighthouse keeping. Because writers can share their work. Lighthouse keepers don't lose their family's savings. But traders, we suffer in silence. Can't share wins. Friends think you're bragging. Family thinks you're gambling. Strangers think you're lying. Can't share losses. Friends offer useless advice. Family panics about bills. Strangers disappear instantly. Can't share process. Nobody understands the language. Nobody grasps the pressure. Nobody relates to the isolation. So we bottle it up and it ferments into poison. You know what nobody tells you? Isolation amplifies every psychological issue. Fear becomes paranoia. Greed becomes mania. Loss becomes depression. Wins become delusion. When you trade alone, you're trading in an echo chamber of your worst thoughts. November 18th, 2018, 100 lost in a day. The number seemed impossible, like a typo, but the margin call email confirmed it. 6 figures. Gone. In 7 hours. I sat in my home office, door locked. Outside, I heard my kids playing. Daddy, come play. Daddy's working. But I wasn't working. I was dying. Went to dinner with friends that night. Smiled, laughed, told stories. Inside, a black hole was eating me alive. Drove home planning how to tell my wife, or whether to tell her at all. Maybe I could fix it before she found out. Maybe I could borrow money. Maybe I could. Then my 6-year-old daughter climbed into my lap. Daddy, why are you sad? Kids see through everything. I'm not sad, sweet. Your eyes are sad. That broke me. That night I did something terrifying. Told my wife everything. Not just the loss. Everything. The other losses I'd hidden, the credit cards I'd used, the nights I couldn't sleep, the fear that was eating me alive. Her first response? Silence. Then why didn't you tell me sooner? I didn't want you to worry. So instead you let me live with a ghost? You think I couldn't tell something was wrong? Next trade. First winner in weeks. Not because my strategy changed, because I wasn't carrying secrets anymore. The weight of hidden losses is heavier than the losses themselves. The connection cure. Find one person, not a trading buddy, someone who loves you regardless. Tell them your biggest loss, the number, the date, the pain, your deepest fear. Be specific. Your real why, not money. Deeper. Watch how your trading transforms when you stop hiding. When you stop being two people, the successful trader everyone sees, the terrified gambler nobody knows. Integration is power. Secrets are cancer. Choose wisely. Section 8. The Success Imposter Syndrome. Here's the most twisted part about becoming profitable. You don't believe you deserve it. Every winning trade feels like theft. Every profitable month feels borrowed. Every withdrawal feels criminal. You're not celebrating. You're waiting for the universe to notice its mistake. Let me tell you about the night I made $50,000. Single day. Biggest win ever. I should have been ecstatic. Instead, I sat in my car in the garage for an hour, engine off, just sitting. My wife texted, "You coming in?" "Yeah, just finishing something." But I wasn't finishing anything. I was panicking because the money felt wrong. Too easy, too fast, too much. My internal dialogue, "This can't be real. I'm going to lose it tomorrow. I don't deserve this. Something bad will happen now." Win big, feel fraud, trade scared, create losses. See, I knew it. You become so committed to being right about being wrong that you'll pay for the privilege. Society programmed you. Hard work deserved money. Easy work, suspicious money. Trading work, not real work. Your grandfather worked 50 years in a factory. Your father worked 60-hour weeks. You click buttons and make their annual salary in a day? Your subconscious rebels. This is wrong. This is cheating. This is not how money works. So you complicate it until it's hard enough to feel earned. You add indicators until you can't see price. You overtrade until you're exhausted. You revenge trade until you've worked for your money. One day, staring at my biggest win ever, I wrote a letter. "Dear money, I'm sorry I keep pushing you away. I'm sorry I thought dirty thoughts about you. I'm sorry I believed you were evil. I'm sorry I made you responsible for my family's pain. You were never the problem. My relationship with you was. I'm ready to receive you now. I'm ready to be friends. I'm ready to let you flow." Love. Sounds insane? That month I made more than the previous year. Sometimes the market isn't the problem. Your relationship with success is. I asked myself one question that changed everything. What if I'm actually good at this? Not lucky. Not temporarily blessed. Actually, fucking skilled. The resistance to that thought, that's your programming fighting truth. The worthiness ritual. Every morning before charts, write 3 trades you executed well, even losses. Say, I earned these results through skill and discipline. Feel the discomfort of accepting competence. Breathe through the resistance. Do this until believing your success feels normal, because it should be. You're not an imposter. You're a professional in denial. We're going deep, deeper than most dare. Each section is peeling back another layer, revealing another lie you've been living. Some of you are feeling exposed, vulnerable, seen, good. That discomfort, that's your old identity dying. Let it die. What's being born is worth the pain. Ready to go deeper still? Section 9. The Market Mirror Theory. Ready for the truth that'll scramble your reality? The market doesn't exist. I'm serious. What you call the market is just pixels on a screen reflecting your internal state. Let me prove it with an experiment I run with every new client. I put 10 traders in separate rooms, same chart, same time frame, same exact moment. Then I ask, what do you see? Trader 1, resistance everywhere, trap forming. Trader 2, greedy, breakout imminent, moonshot loading. Manipulation, market makers hunting stops. Consolidation, waiting for direction. Same pixels, 4 different realities. Because you're not seeing the market. You're seeing your psychology projected onto numbers. Feeling scared? Every shadow is a monster. Feeling greedy? Every twitch is treasure. Feeling angry? Every move is manipulation. Feeling desperate? Every candle is salvation. Physics proves this. The Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The observer changes the observed. In trading, your state determines what patterns you can even see. I discovered this the hard way. After my wife's diagnosis, I couldn't see setups anymore. The same charts I'd traded for years became hieroglyphics, not because the market changed, because my internal state was chaos, and chaos can only see chaos. Try this tomorrow, it'll break your brain. The state sight experiment. Morning, rate your emotional state 110. Write down what you feel, specific emotion, what you expect from today, what you fear might happen. Open charts, screenshot what you see. Don't trade yet. just observe. Evening, compare your morning state to what patterns you saw, what trades you took, what actually happened. Do this for 10 days. The correlation will terrify you. You literally cannot see opportunities when you're in fear. You physically cannot recognize risk when you're in greed. Your reticular activating system filters reality to match your state. Calm trader sees clean setups, clear exits, obvious paths. Anxious trader sees threats, traps, chaos everywhere. Same chart, different universe. Once you accept the market is your mirror, stop blaming manipulation. Stop seeking better strategies. Stop changing systems. Start changing states. Change your state. Change what you see. Change your results. It's not mindset. It's physics. It's not motivation. It's mechanics. The market you trade tomorrow, it's being created by who you are tonight. Section 10, the money matrix escape. You think you're trading E or USD? Wrong. You're trading inside a psychological prison, and the bars, they're invisible. Built from your parents' money beliefs, society's scarcity programming, media's fear addiction, your own trauma loops, culture's success shame. You're not a trader. You're a prisoner who thinks the sell bars are chart patterns. I'll prove it. Answer honestly. Ever felt guilty making money too easily? Like you cheated? Like you should give it back? Ever sabotaged profits because they came too fast? Added to losers? Closed winners early? Ever given back gains because you didn't deserve them? That's not trading. That's the money matrix defending itself. The matrix has 4 walls. Wall 1, the scarcity wall. There's not enough to go around. You're programming. Money is finite. If I win, someone loses. The truth, $5.1 trillion trades daily. Infinite liquidity. Wall 2, the worthiness wall. I don't deserve easy money. You're programming. Suffering equals virtue. Easy equals suspicious. The truth, smart money is always easy money. Wall 3, the effort wall. Money requires pain. You're programming. No pain, no gain. Struggle equals noble. The truth, effort and results aren't correlated in markets. Wall 4, the identity wall. I'm not that kind of person. You're programming. Rich people are different. I'm middle class. The truth, identity is just repeated behavior. Break one wall, the whole matrix glitches. Break all 4, you're free. Psychological exercise warning. This is mental reprogramming, not trading advice. Use micro lots or demo accounts only. The goal is breaking mental patterns, not financial suicide. The matrix breaking protocol. Tomorrow, deliberately break one wall. If you feel too profitable too fast, keep the position, add to it, micro size. Feel the discomfort, breathe through it. Notice, nothing bad happens. If you feel undeserving, withdraw profits immediately. Buy something small but nice. Feel the guilt, do it anyway. Notice, world doesn't end. If you think it's too easy, simplify your system more. Trade only obvious setups. Feel the laziness, accept it. Notice, easy money spends the same. Watch your matrix glitch. Feel the walls crack. That discomfort, that's not danger. That's freedom approaching. You've seen the prison. You've felt the walls. You've identified your cell. But here's the terrifying truth. To escape the matrix, the prisoner must die. Not metaphorically, psychologically. The you who built these walls can't be the one who tears them down. Ready for the ultimate liberation? Or will you redecorate your cell and call it freedom? Section 11. The death of the trader. Here's the final boss level of trading psychology. To become a great trader, the trader you must die. Not improve. Not evolve. Die. Let me explain with the darkest night of my life, January 9th, 2021, 3:23 a.m. Lost everything. Again. 3rd time. But this time was different. I wasn't in my office. I was in my car. Parked at the overlook where I'd proposed to my wife 15 years earlier. Rain hammering the windshield. Account statement on my phone, $341,091. Not just zero. Negative. I owed money I didn't have. The man who'd stood here 15 years ago, full of dreams, he was dead. The trader who'd started with such hope, dead. The father who'd promised security, dead. The husband who'd sworn to provide, dead. And in that car, in that rain, I finally understood. Good. Let him die. Because that man was trading from ego, from need, from fear, from image. That man was never going to make it. He had to die for someone new to be born. I went home, 3:40 a.m. My wife waiting in the kitchen, coffee made. She knew. Wives always know. How bad? All of it. More than all of it. Silence. So what now? I quit. Trading? No. Being a trader. I quit being anything. I'm done trying to be someone. She studied my face. Good. I never liked that guy anyway. Next morning, opened charts out of habit, but something was different. Everything was different. I didn't need anything from the market. No desperation, no hope, no fear, no identity. Saw a setup, took it. Like breathing, like blinking. No attachment to outcome. Won. felt nothing, just noted it. That month, plus 40%. Best ever. Why? Because I wasn't trading anymore. The ego wasn't trading. The image wasn't trading. Just pure execution of patterns. The sixth law of trading psychology. The trader who needs to win has already lost. The trader who's already dead cannot be killed. Want to experience trader death without losing everything? The ego death exercise. Night 1. Write, I am a successful trader 100 times. Notice how it feels, the attachment, the need. Night 2. Write, I am someone who places trades 100 times. The difference, the lightness, the freedom. Night 3. Write, I am 100 times. Notice who you are without labels. One statement is identity, ego. One is action, flow. One is truth, being. The trader dies. The trading continues, but now it's just something you do. Not who you are. Section 12. The pre-market prime. Let me show you the 15-minute ritual that transformed my trading forever. Not meditation, not motivation. Systematic personality surgery. Every morning, no exceptions. 4:45 a.m. The wake alarm across room. No snooze, no phone. First thought isn't check futures, it's who am I creating today? 4:47 a.m. The cold truth. Bathroom, strip, cold shower waiting. But first, I hold a glass of ice water. Not to drink, to feel. The cold seeping through the glass into my palm. My reptile brain. Danger, discomfort, me, I choose this. Then the shower. Full cold. No gradual adjustment. The shock, the gasp, the urge to escape. I stand perfectly still. Count to 60. Teaching my nervous system. I control fear. Fear doesn't control me. By 30 seconds, my breathing normalizes. By 45 seconds, I'm smiling. By 60 seconds, I own my biology. 4:52 a.m. The 5 minutes. Dry off. Blank paper. Write the one fear alive in me today. Afraid I'll give back yesterday's profits. Afraid I'm not good enough. Afraid the streak will end. Look at the words. See them clearly. Then write below. I see you. You're trying to protect me. Thank you. But you're yesterday's wisdom in today's market. I choose different. Burn the paper. Literally. Safely. Watch the fear become smoke. 4:57 a.m. Close eyes, but don't visualize success. Visualize the trader who creates it. See him. Feel him. Become him. How does he sit? How does he breathe? How does he see charts? What does he feel? I ask him one question. What's our only job today? Answer always the same. Execute the system. Nothing more. 5 a.m. The integration stand. Power pose. Arms wide. Chest open. 3 declarations. I am the system. I trade edge, not emotion. Every outcome is perfect. Not affirmations. Decisions. 5 a.m. The bridge coffee. Same mug. Same chair. But I'm not the same person who woke up. That person isn't qualified to trade my capital. This person is. The results. First week, felt ridiculous. Second week, felt different. Third week, couldn't skip it. Fourth week, best trading month ever. Not because the ritual is magic, because consistency in being creates consistency in doing. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your rituals. Section 13, The Billionaire's Secret Dubai, December 2022, 4 seasons, 147th floor. I'm here for a conference. He's here because he owns half the building, meets me at the bar, orders water. You're the psychology guy? Yeah, good. I need to understand something. This billionaire wants my help? I made my first 100 million in markets. The second 100 was harder. Harder how? First 100, I was hungry. Second 100, I was scared. Scared of? Losing it, becoming poor again, being nobody again. Even billionaires trade from fear. Want to know the difference between millionaires and billionaires? Tell me, he laughs. Millionaires trade to get rich. Billionaires trade because we already are. I don't understand. He points to the sunset over Dubai. You see beauty out there? Of course. I see the same beauty in charts, not opportunity. Beauty. When you trade from beauty instead of need, money is just applause. That's philosophical. No, that's the only difference between your account and mine. He stands. Come, let me show you something. We go to his suite, 6 trading screens. Watch this. Opens a position. Gold. Size that would bankrupt a small country. His demeanor, like he's watering plants. Aren't you nervous? That position is 10 million. It's just numbers dancing. Watch. He literally starts swaying, dancing to music I can't hear. Can you hear it? The rhythm of the market? You're insane. No, I'm free. Most traders are trying to take from the market. Position goes green. Massively. I'm not taking, I'm dancing. When you dance, the market dances with you. Closes the trade. 7 figures profit. His reaction? Nothing. Like breathing. Want to know my morning ritual? Absolutely. 5 a.m. I stand at that window. I say one thing. I am wealth experiencing itself through human form. That's it? That's it. Then I trade from overflow, not need. From abundance, not scarcity. From play, not pressure. And that works? He gestures around the suite. You tell me. That conversation broke something in my brain. Or maybe fixed something that was always broken. Try his technique. Tomorrow morning before charts. Stand tall. Feel wealth as your natural state. Not I want, but I am. Open charts from that frequency. First time, feels insane. Week 2, feels possible. Month 1, your account reflects your consciousness. Remember, you don't attract wealth. You realize you are wealth. The market doesn't give you money. It reflects your inner abundance or your inner poverty. Choose wisely. Section 14, the postmortem protocol. How you end your trading day determines how you start the next one. Most traders end their day in one of two toxic states. Euphoria, after wins. I'm a genius. Tomorrow I'll double down. Shame, after losses. I'm an idiot. Tomorrow I'll get revenge. Both are poison. Here's the protocol that saved my sanity and my account. 4 p.m., market close. Charts closed, but the real work begins. 4:01 p.m., the capture screenshot every trade. Win or lose. Not to analyze yet, just to capture, like a crime scene photographer. Evidence, not judgment. Fourth, the questions. 3 questions only. Question 1, did I execute my system? Not, did I win? Did I execute the system? Yes plus profit, successful day. Yes plus loss equals successful day. No plus profit equals failed day. No loss, failed day. This one shift changes everything. Question 2, what did the market teach me about myself today? 1 sentence, 1 lesson. Examples, I'm impatient after coffee number 3. I revenge trade on Thursdays. I fear success more than failure. Pure, distilled self-awareness. Question 3, who showed up today? The disciplined professional? The desperate gambler? The frightened child? The greedy amateur? Name them, know them. 4:15 p.m., the release. This is crucial. Stand up, shake your entire body, like a dog shaking off water. 10 seconds of pure, ridiculous shaking. You're literally shaking off the market energy, discharging the cortisol, releasing the attachment. 4:17 p.m., the reset. Before leaving your desk, one final ritual. Hand on heart, 3 breaths. Today is complete. I traded with courage. Tomorrow is fresh. Then list 3 gratitudes unrelated to trading. Daughter's laugh, wife's patience, coffee that worked. This reminds your nervous system, you are not your P&L. You are whole, regardless. 4:20 p.m., the transition. Close the laptop like closing a book. Today's chapter is written, tomorrow's is blank. Leave your trader self at the desk. Go home as a human. The compound effect. Day 1 feels mechanical. Week 1 feels helpful. Month 1 feels essential. Month 3 transforms your trading because you're not just reviewing trades, you're rewiring your relationship with outcomes. Section 15, the reality architect method. Final truth bomb. You're not finding trades, you're creating them. This isn't metaphysics, it's quantum mechanics. Your consciousness collapses probability waves into specific outcomes. Let me break this down. Every moment, the market exists in superposition, multiple realities, multiple possibilities. Could go up, could go down, could range. All exist simultaneously until you observe. Your observation, filtered through your state, collapses possibility into actuality. Fearful observer, collapse into threatening patterns. Greedy observer, collapse into tempting setups. Calm observer, collapse into clear opportunities. You think you're reading the market, you're writing it. The double-slit experiment of trading. Quantum physics proved observation changes outcomes. Trading proves consciousness creates reality. That setup you see, you manifested it. That loss you took, you authored it. That profit you made, you allowed it. You're not a market participant, you're a reality architect. The creation sequence. Belief creates perception. Perception identifies patterns. Patterns trigger decisions. Decisions create outcomes. Outcomes reinforce beliefs. Master this loop, master your results. Consciousness experiment warning. These are consciousness experiments, not trading strategies. Always honor your risk management. The mind changes first, the account follows. The architect's morning practice. Before markets open, design your day. Sit quietly, eyes closed, see the trading day ahead. Not hoping, seeing, see the setups forming. Feel yourself executing perfectly, know the outcome before it manifests. Not prediction, pre-creation. You're not guessing what will happen, you're deciding what you'll allow. This is how Olympic athletes train. They see the race 1,000 times before running it. They create the outcome before creating it. When you realize you're not at mercy of markets, you're creating your experience. Every trade reflects your consciousness. That's when trading becomes art, and you become the artist. Section 16, the shadow trading system. We need to talk about your dark side, the part you hide, deny, Suppress your shadow. Because here's what nobody tells you. Your shadow is trading your account, and it's better at it than you are. Jung discovered we all have a shadow self, the repressed parts, the denied aspects, everything you think you're not. In trading, your shadow contains your greed, if you think you're disciplined, your fear, if you think you're brave, your rage, if you think you're calm, your chaos, if you think you're organized. You can't kill your shadow, you can only integrate it, or it will sabotage everything. Meet my shadow trader. His name is Chaos. He's everything I'm not. Impulsive where I'm planned. Reckless where I'm careful. Emotional where I'm logical. Destructive where I'm constructive. For years, I fought him. Meditation to suppress him. Discipline to chain him. Rules to cage him. But shadows grow stronger in darkness. One day, mid-trade, I did something radical. I talked to him. Okay, Chaos, what do you want? To feel alive, to matter, to not be bored. What if I gave you one trade per week? Your trade, full chaos mode. Really? Small size, but it's yours. Something shifted. My discipline improved because chaos had outlet. My calm increased because storm had expression. My profits grew because my whole self was trading, not just the good parts. The shadow integration protocol. Step 1. Name your shadow. What's the opposite of your trading personality? Disciplined? Your shadow is reckless. Conservative? Your shadow is gambler. Technical? Your shadow is intuitive. Give it a name. Make it real. Step 2. Dialogue with it. Before trading, ask, what do you need today? Listen. Really listen. Maybe it needs one intuition trade, bigger size on one position, to close everything and walk away. Step 3. Negotiate terms. I'll give you X if you give me Y. Examples. 1 chaos trade for 9 disciplined trades, 30 minutes of chart surfing for focused execution. Friday afternoon off for Monday morning focus. Step 4. Honor the deal. Whatever you promise your shadow, deliver. Break the deal? It breaks you. Honor it? It honors you. The shadow trading rules. Shadow trades are marked ST in journal. Small size always, 1/10 normal. Win or lose, shadow is thanked. No judgment, only observation. After 3 months, my disciplined trades improved 40%. My shadow trades? Profitable. Turns out my shadow knew things I didn't, had instincts I'd suppressed, saw patterns I'd ignored. We became partners instead of enemies. Your shadow isn't your enemy. It's your repressed power. Integrate it or it will disintegrate you. The choice is yours, but choose quickly. Your shadow is already trading. Section 17, the Future Self Protocol. What if I told you the best trades I ever made weren't mine? They were made by my future self. I just executed them. Let me explain this mindfuck. Every night before bed, I do something strange. I meet my future self from 10 years ahead. Not imagination, not visualization, actual meeting. Here's how. 10:30 p.m., the preparation shower. Clean clothes, like preparing for a date. Because it is. With destiny. 10:45 p.m., the portal quiet room. Single candle. I sit facing an empty chair. Close my eyes. Breathe deeply. Then I invite him. I'm ready to meet you. The me who's figured it out. The me who's on the other side. Please come. 10:50 p.m., the arrival. I feel him before I see him. Calm. Certain. Amused. He sits in the empty chair. Always the same entrance. You called? I need guidance. You need remembering. The download. I ask him about tomorrow. What should I know about tomorrow's trading? He never gives specifics. Always gives perspective. Tomorrow, you'll face a choice between comfort and growth. Choose growth. You'll know the moment. Tomorrow, you'll want a revenge trade around 2 p.m. That's not revenge. That's fear. Let it pass. Tomorrow, you'll see a setup that scares you. That's the one. Take it. 11 p.m., the integration. Before he leaves, same ritual. Me, how did you get here? Him by being there. Day by day. Trade by trade. Was it worth it? Look at me. What do you think? Then he fades. But something remains. A knowing. A certainty. A peace. 11:05 p.m., the journal. I write what he told me. Read it in the morning. Follow it like gospel. Because it is. The results are undeniable. Trades feel predestined. Losses feel educational. Wins feel inevitable. Fear feels impossible. How can you fear what you've already survived? How can you doubt what you've already achieved? You're not predicting. You're remembering. Your brain can't tell the difference between vivid imagination, actual memory, future possibility. So when you meet your future self, you're creating neural pathways to become them. Each meeting makes the path clearer. Each conversation makes it realer. Until one day, you realize the future self you've been meeting, you've become them. The circle closes. The timeline merges. You didn't find success. You remembered it into existence. Try it tonight. Set up 2 chairs. Invite your 10-year future self. Ask one question. What do I need to know? Then listen. Really listen. Your future is talking. Section 18. The quantum entanglement effect. This is where it gets weird. Weirder than everything before. But I have to tell you because it's real. When you trade long enough, deeply enough, consciously enough, you entangle with the market. Not metaphorically, quantumly. You start knowing things you shouldn't know. Feeling moves before they happen. Dreaming charts that manifest. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. Traders call it the zone. I call it market entanglement. My first entanglement, August 2021, Wednesday, 3 a.m. Woke up suddenly. No reason, but I knew USD is about to spike. Not thought. Knew. Like knowing your hand is your hand. Grabbed phone, checked charts, dead flat, no news, no reason. But the knowing was so strong. I got up, went to computer, placed a buy order, full size, went back to bed. 6 a.m. plus 400 pips. No analysis, no strategy, just knowing. The synchronicities multiply. Think about closing a trade. Phone rings with news that confirms it. Dream about a specific price. Market hits it precisely. Feel sick suddenly. Major reversal within minutes. Random song lyrics contain the next trade signal. Not occasionally, regularly. You're not going crazy. You're going quantum. The science behind it. Quantum entanglement. When two particles connect, they remain connected regardless of distance. Change one, the other responds instantly. You and the market? After enough time, you're entangled. Your consciousness and price action become paired particles. How to develop entanglement. 1. Extended exposure. Same markets daily, same time frames, same ritual. Let patterns embed deep. 2. Emotional investment. Not attachment to outcome, but full presence in process. Care deeply about excellence. Let the market matter. 3. Subconscious saturation chart before sleep. Trading books only. Market podcasts. Dream in candlesticks. 4. Trust the weird log synchronicities. Follow hunches, small size. Notice patterns in patterns. Let mystery guide you. The warning. Entanglement is power. But power without wisdom is destruction. You'll start knowing moves, but knowing isn't controlling. You'll feel the future, but feeling isn't forcing. Stay humble, or the market will humble you. Stay grateful, or the gift will leave. When entanglement peaks, you won't trade the market. You'll dance with it, leading and following simultaneously, creating and responding as one. No separation between you and price. No delay between knowing and flowing, just pure expression of aligned consciousness. That's not trading, that's art, that's mastery. That's what waits on the other side of everything I've shared. Section 19, the infinite game. Everyone's playing the wrong game. They think trading is about making money, finite. Being right, finite. Beating markets, finite. Reaching goals, finite. But masters know trading is about becoming infinite. Finite games have winners and losers, start and end, rules that don't change, players who quit. Infinite games have players who continue, no endpoint, evolving rules, perpetual growth. Finite traders, burn out, blow up. Give up, infinite traders, compound, evolve, transcend. When you shift to infinite game, losses don't end you, they teach. Wins don't define you, they fund. Markets don't stress you, they fascinate. Time becomes irrelevant, only growth matters. The infinity shift happened for me in one sentence. Broke again, account blown, career over. My mentor asked, what if this is just chapter 3 of a 50-chapter book? Everything changed. Not positive thinking, perspective thinking. In a 50-chapter story, chapter 3 disaster, setup for chapter 7 comeback, chapter 11 success, prelude to chapter 15 wisdom, chapter 23 mastery, foundation for chapter 30 innovation. You can't lose an infinite game, you can only stop playing, and stopping is the only way to lose. Ask yourself, if I knew I'd trade for 50 more years, how would I trade today? Still revenge trade? Why? Still skip homework? Why? Still break rules? Why? If every trade was teaching me something I'd need in year 30, what would I learn? Patience in year 1 pays off in year 10. Discipline in year 5 compounds to year 15. Humility in year 10 saves you in year 20. The Infinite Player's Creed. I don't trade to arrive. I trade to evolve. I don't trade to win. I trade to learn. I don't trade to prove. I trade to improve. I don't trade against anyone. I trade with everyone. I don't trade for endings. I trade for beginnings. Every loss is tuition for a lesson I needed. Every win is fuel for the journey ahead. Every day is practice for a game that never ends. Your choice. Keep playing finite games. Chase monthly returns. Compare to others. Burn out in 5 years. Join the 95% who quit. Or join the infinite game. Chase daily evolution. Compare to yesterday's you. Compound for 50 years. Join the 1% who transcend. The game is infinite, the players are few, the rewards are everything, not just money, mastery, not just success, significance, not just winning, becoming. Look back at Section 1. That person who thought discipline was the problem, they were playing finite games. Now you know better. You know the real game, the only game worth playing, the game that never ends, the final integration. 60 minutes ago, you thought the problem was discipline. Now you know the truth. Discipline was never the problem. You were trading with someone else's identity. Your trauma was trading through you. Your shadow was sabotaging you. Your beliefs were limiting you. Your finite thinking was killing you. But more importantly, you now know, markets are mirrors reflecting consciousness. Trading is the ultimate personal development tool. Every loss is a teacher in disguise. Every win is a test of character. Identity creates results, not strategy. The game is infinite for those who see it, from the $2 million disaster to infinite player, from dopamine addict to reality architect, from desperate trader to consciousness explorer, from finite prisoner to infinite dancer. This isn't where your journey ends. This is where your real journey begins. The 10 laws of trading psychology. 1. Your account balance mirrors your internal balance. 2. Every blown stop is a suicide note from your past. 3. The market pays you what you believe you deserve. 4. Your biggest winning streak is countdown to destruction. 5. Your trading account is family trauma on replay. 6. The trader who needs to win has already lost. 7. Scarcity consciousness creates scarcity results. 8. Time is psychological. Master psychology. Master time. 9. Your frequency determines your reality. 10. Your future self is trading through your present body. These aren't rules. They're remembrances of what you've always known. The ultimate call. Look at yourself now. Not your account, yourself. Something shifted, didn't it? Something deep. Something real. That shift? That's worth more than any profit, because profits come and go, but who you become, that's forever. Type infinite not to show me, but to declare to your universe, I am ready. Ready to stop playing small games. Ready to stop trading from trauma. Ready to stop fighting yourself. Ready to start the real work. The work of becoming who you were meant to be. And when you're ready, the real teacher appears. That teacher is you, the you that's been waiting, the you that knows, the you that's infinite. I showed you the door, only you can walk through it. The market is waiting, but more importantly, your infinite self is waiting. This isn't the end, this is the beginning. Welcome to the infinite game. Now go create your reality. Not tomorrow. Now, because in the infinite game, there's only now. And now is when everything changes. If you choose it, the choice was always yours. Choose wisely. Choose infinitely. Choose now. Your old self just spent 60 minutes dying. What gets born is your choice. But choose quickly, because the market opens soon. And who shows up to trade, that's who you become. See you on the other side, where the infinite players play, where consciousness creates capital, where you finally become who you always were. Infinite. The game has begun. Your move